Hi, good evening, guys. Welcome to NextGen IT Courses. So today we are starting CCNA CCNP Enterprise Combo Batch. We have our trainer with us, Mr. Vikram, who is having good experience, who is having kind of expertise in this area. Hi, good evening, Vikram sir.
Hey, hi Amar, how's you?
Yes, I'm good. What about you, sir?
I'm good as well. Thanks for asking. Hi everyone.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So we can, start the session. You can explain about the course details and about yourself, and we will try to make the session very interactive. If somebody wants to ask any question related to the course, then most welcome, guys. So now over to you, sir. You can share your screen.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Amar.
Thank
Hi,
you, sir.
hi everyone. This is Vikram. Okay, I have total of 11 years of industry experience. I have been currently working as a technical consulting engineer at PaloAlto. I have previously worked as an escalation team in a Cisco TAC, and where I have resolved multiple cases uh, with different scenarios where there might be high severity cases, there might be customer impacting cases where the whole business was brought down. There might be a software or the hardware related issues, like where when there is a hardware related issues, we have to replace the hardware, and when there is a software related issues, we might have to recreate the customer's scenarios and solve that, report to the engineering, make the software available or the make the fix available in the next version, or if there is a hot fix. Okay, try to solve it with the help of software upgrade. Okay, or if there is something being available or the workaround is being available, provide that. Okay, that is what the tag is all about. I'm currently working as a uh, over here as a senior engineer, senior trainer in the yeah, in the next IT generation, next gen IT courses. Okay, and yeah, that's all about me. And what about TAC is where like in the TAC itself, you get a lot of cases with the different scenarios where you meet with all the industry experts. So in every call, okay, so where you get where you go on the call and meet with new people, with new technologies, with new things that is going in the web, with new networking, with new with different persons meeting in personal in day-to-day life. Okay, so that's totally a different experience. Okay, so that's all about me. See, like the networking itself is that it's very basic. Okay, so whatever you do, like the security, the cloud security. Okay, so the basic understanding comes from the networking itself. Okay, in the networking, we will teach you how the network flows, how you can communicate between the client and the servers, what all the devices are being there, how the packet flow is, how the packet goes from one client to the server, or how it goes to the internet, what are the devices in between, what is the OSI model, what is TCP/IP model, what are the protocols that it have is, okay, which layers like the DNS works on, DHCP, and so many things. Okay, it's like whatever you do like in the networking field, the basic comes from the CCNA itself. Okay, so once you have a platform with the CCNA, you'll be good to do go into the various platforms as well. So yeah, I see you are starting as a desktop support engineer. That is where I have started as well, my networking career. Okay, so like before joining the networking, I was working as a desktop and support engineer, and believe me, doing that particular job as well has given me a lot of strength. Okay, while I'm working on a customer environment, okay, there might be an issue like that does not lies on the firewall itself or on a router itself, and it's being a browser issues, maybe the caches issues, and the firewall GUI is not loading. Okay, customer comes and say that, hey, this is something like your firewall is GUI is not loading. Like GUI means graphical user interface. Okay, so where I'm not getting or where I'm not able to open the firewall interface itself. Okay, so sometimes I see that there is the to and fro packets are being there, It's just that if I open in the same go in the incognito tab, it is opening well. So here comes the solution, like by clearing the cache, we can make the access of it. Okay. So when you know like these basic how to install the certificate, where the certificate chains are, okay. So these all comes from like these basic scenarios. Okay. So that is where I have learned these part as well. So yeah, I say this is the right choice that you have made. Okay, starting learning the networking as soon as you are starting your job as well. So that is going to enhance your experience while you are doing your job. So definitely it's a good choice. I'll just share my screen. Okay, so where I can show you the how the course looks like. Okay. Okay, so this course is all about like the CCNA and the CCNP enterprise, Anchor and NRC. So before we go ahead and start, okay, so let me tell you like what the CCNA means. Like CCNA is like Cisco Certified Network Associate. Okay, so this is where so the associate level job you can get it with the help of CCNA. Here, there is a basic that we teach, like how to connect the cables, what are the nodes, what is networking, what is OSI, different types of protocols, the routing, the switching, all is there, but it at a very basic level. Okay. And then again, like this is something like you see CCNA plus CCNP. So CCNP is like Cisco Certified Network Professional. Okay, that means you are being from associate level, you are being educated towards the professional levels. Okay, so over here, like there would be a deep dive into the CCNA, the way you have learned in the switching and the routing. It would be the deep dive session into the switching and the routing. Okay. Now, if you look at the part, like there is something called Anchor and NRC. So basically, the Anchor means like the Cisco Enterprise Network Core Technologies. Okay, and the course that is given the course that is being tied to this is 35401. Okay, and the next one that you see is like the Cisco Enterprise NRC. Okay, so yeah, the NRC is like the core technologies. Okay, Cisco Enterprise core technologies. So let's go to the next slide. So this is about me. That is I already told you that I have an 11 years of experience and currently working as a PaloAlto and was previously working as a Cisco TAC. Moving to the next slide. Yeah. So this tell us who should prefer these courses and who should opt for these particular courses. Okay. So yeah, the first one says that aspiring network professional, and this particular course is ideal for beginners who want to start with CCNA and progress to the advanced routing with the CCNP and RC. Okay. This means the one that would like to learn the networking. Okay, so this course is particularly for those, okay, those who are enthusiastic to learn the networking and grow in that particular field and want to learn the advanced routing and the switching as well. They can opt for the CCNP and RC. Like this course is also for the working IT professionals who are working as system administrators, support engineers, or IT staff, aiming to upgrade their skills and career prospects. So this course definitely help the particular professionals to grow in their particular job. Even if they are working as a system administrator, support engineer, what they can do, they can opt for this course and go with the CCN or the CCNP certification that can benefits in their job and can give them a chance to promote and show their skill set while doing or while performing their jobs in their particular field. This course is also for the IT and the networking graduates. This course is perfect for the student or the recent graduates, the one that we have. Okay, yeah. So this course is perfect for the student or for the recent graduates in computer science or IT looking to specialize in the networking. Okay, so if you are someone who would like to have a specialization in networking, yeah, definitely this course belongs to you. This course will career changers as well, definitely. And I'm one of them who has recently have experience for the for seeing the vast enhancement. And if you talk about the career changers, okay. So recently, few years back, we have at the start of 2020 and the end of 2019, we had COVID-19, okay. So in that particular scenario, if we go back to that particular stage, the COVID-19, where we were seeing many of the jobs were being many of the employees or many of our colleagues were being terminated, just there might be budget issues, or there might be some else the companies are not productive, or maybe something else. Okay, so because of the COVID-19, they were unable to provide the infra and the things. And at that particular moment, like the networking field comes into the play, where we have seen the wide range of things happening for the virtual private networks. People were trying to adopt the work from home conditions, where we were trying to connect with the VPN so that we can connect to the organization network and try to work smoothly. Over a time, people started loving this culture working from home, and now it's part of a regular day-to-day work. So some companies are giving work from home altogether, or maybe some are switching into the hybrid models depending on the company and what the locations are. Okay. Yeah. So moving on to the next slide. So the course introduction and the prerequisite. CCNA is a beginner friendly, suitable for freshers and working professionals with basic networking knowledge. No prerequisite for CCNA. Okay. So yeah, this is particularly for beginners. Okay, there is no prerequisites that is being necessary to enter into this course. This course can be taken for freshers or working professionals with basic networking knowledge, and even if they have basic networking knowledge, they can enhance their knowledge and try to be more adapting to the networking field. CCNP is a certification that validates advanced knowledge and skills in networking, particularly with Cisco system. It is required to prove expertise in managing, securing, and troubleshooting complex network infrastructure, which is essential for career advancement in IT networking role. CCNA is mandatory. Yeah, definitely when we are looking for a professional certification, the associate certification is definitely a mandatory part. And it gives the advanced knowledge and skills in the networking, particularly with the Cisco system. The course itself says that Cisco certified network professionals. So when it comes to the Cisco certification, so it's giving more depth knowledge towards the Cisco, specifically towards the Cisco products. But we can use that particular knowledge towards different vendors and how the networking works. So basic of the networking remains the same. However, when we are doing the CCNA or the CCNP, it's target more towards the specific product of the Cisco. Okay, so that is how Cisco, particularly with Cisco system, it says, and it helps us to give the expertise to manage, secure, and troubleshooting complex network. Okay, so nowadays security, with the AI coming up, the security plays a vital role, and there is a cybersecurity definitely is booming up. So we have to put that particular part as well. And while we do this particular certification, it helps us to secure our network as well. Okay. Now let's go to what we can do along with the CCNA and the CCNP. Definitely, we could learn some of the growing technologies like the firewalls, the next generation firewall, or we can go with the AWS cloud or cloud networking as well, or go with the cyber. Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you, sir. Screen is not visible right now.
Screen is not visible.
Yes, sir.
Sorry. Is it visible now?
No, not yet.
Let me stop share. Can you
Yes.
see the
Now
screen
it's
now?
visible. Yes, yes. Now
Yes,
it's
sir. Now visible.
Okay, okay. I'm so sorry. I'm not sure like if it was visible before or not. Yeah, but yeah. So what I was at this part. What we can do along with the CCNA or the CCNP. So we can go with the FortiGate or the PaloAlto firewalls. These are particularly the next generation firewall, and these are one of the like leading firewalls in the industries. Okay, so PaloAlto is one of the leading firewalls in the America region, and the FortiGate is one of the leading firewalls in the Ireland and the Europe region. Okay, they also prefer the PaloAlto firewalls, but the FortiGate is especially the one of the cheapest and growing firewalls that is being preferred in the Ireland or the Europe region particularly. Okay, we can go with the AWS cloud or for cloud networking or certified ethical hacking as well. Okay, we can go with those part as well. Yeah, so like with the companies that looks for the networking, almost all the companies, like whether it is a small scale or the large scale, they will definitely have someone from the IT field, or from like if it is a small scale industries, an IT person would be doing the job of the desktop support engineer as well as the role of the network engineer as well. And if it comes to the particularly the big organization or the medium scale organization, they would have definitely a dedicated network engineer who would be managing their network. And if it is a large scale organization, maybe like there might be someone who in the networking as well, who might be managing their routing and switching or the routers and the switches. And there would be a different engineer who would be managing their cloud or who would be managing their firewall. So depending on the size of the company, there would be a different number of engineers who would be hired, and the different role that would be assigned to that particular engineers. Uh, with the freshers, what you can get the salaries in India is something about like 4 to 7 lakhs per annum, and in the US, UK, or UAE, you can get the salary range of around somewhere around 35K to 55K. With an experience of 1 to 2 years, you can get in LP of 6 to 10. However, in abroad, you can get the same somewhere around 50K to 70K per year. It's also it's not mandatory that we are mentioning the salary range over here. It's definitely depend on how you crack the interview, how the interviewer is being impressed, what's the company budget, how you were able to answer that, what your skill set says that, what certifications you have it. There are these depending factors as well. Okay, with 3+ years, you can get a minimum salary range of 10 to 15 LPA in India, and that would be 70K or 60K dollar in US or UK. So yeah, with these jobs, you can be an IT support specialist, that is a network focus. You can be a network engineer. The network engineer is you can say an L2 engineer or the L3 engineer, where there is okay, let's start from the NOC engineer. Okay, so I'll just go with the NOC engineer. Like NOC engineer is basically the some suppose we have a big infrastructure of any big company, let's say is HCL. Okay, where they would need an environment where the all the devices are being running 24 into 7. Okay, so there would be a dedicated people in the NOC, that means network operation center, where they would be monitoring all their network devices. So it's not like they are keeping an eye on that particular devices, but there is something called SNMP protocol. With the help of an SNMP protocol, they would be monitoring a devices once any of the devices is being down or it's not reachable, there would be an alert that would be generated, and that would be noticed by a NOC engineer. They would then do a basic troubleshooting or basic triage to understand if there is a like the device is down, or there is a some connectivity is failure, if there is an ISP failure, or if any of if any of the other issues in the network comes in. So if any of the other issues that comes in, that would be taken care with the help of like technical support engineer layer 2 or layer 3. Depending on the type of the issues, it could be taken care with the help of technical support engineer layer 2 or layer 3. Network security analyst, what it do, it generally like analyze the network. Okay, suppose there is a vulnerability check or the vulnerability assessment that is happening. So it try to understand like basically if any of the ports that are not sure or that are not supposed to be open and that are being open in my organization. Apart from this, it manages like the network devices, maybe like the firewall, the AWS cloud, and different what all the devices or the things that the company has it. Okay, infrastructure engineer, again it's a wide role. Okay, that comes or that depends like what are the devices or what company has it, and depends. Similarly, the network engineer and the IT support specialist has the same role. Okay, depending on the level, and like the technical support engineer L2 and the L3 or the network engineers kind of a similar role. It depends how the company names it, and it could be easily find in with these terminologies in the Naukri portal. Okay, I'll go and take you to the Naukri portal as well. Okay, yeah. So this course, like I'll briefly describe what these course features. Okay, it will features the live classes by certified trainers. So the trainers would have been certified with many certifications, CCNA, CCNP, or maybe with the CCI, PCNSE, and various others like the cloud certification. Okay, we'll show you like the hands-on with the real-time scenarios. We'll give you like how the networks look like, and while giving specific scenarios like while teaching the ARP. Okay, so ARP is one of the protocols, address resolution protocols. Okay, so how the ARP plays in a it's a very small protocol. However, it plays a vital role in making any of the company's network being up or down. Okay, suppose if an ARP does not resolve in any of the scenarios, it can make whole of the network being down. Okay, so how an ARP plays an important role in a company in network, where it can comes into the play, and like suppose you are having high availability scenarios like the two devices, one is in standby and one is playing an active role. So how that ARP plays an important role over there will guide you. We give that's an example. We'll give you like those scenarios, how that can be implemented while working on the real-time scenarios. Okay, we'll help you prepare for the certification, the CCNA 200-301, CCNP and code 350-401, and the NRC 300-410. You will have the access to the class recording as well. We'll help you with the mock interviews. We'll give you the scenarios, or we'll conduct the interviews based on, or we'll help you make ready for the interviews. Okay, the industry ready, as you can say. Okay, and we will also help you to have a assistant with the support. Yeah, like I heard some voice.
Yeah, actually, sir, today I got 2, 3 questions from different clients that they are working in telecom sector from last 7, 8 years, 10 years. Is this a good course for them as well, like to move into networking, or is this irrelevant from them?
If you say that they are working already in a telecom networks, okay, so like I assume that they would be having a basic knowledge of the networking. That means they would be having a CCNA knowledge. Okay, so they can if they have a CCNA knowledge, they can go with the CCNP and enhance their routing and switching part. Okay, they can go with the PaloAlto or the firewalls as well, like the way we are offering like the additional courses. They can opt for any of the firewalls that is being industry demanded. Okay, the PaloAlto firewall is one of the highest demanding firewalls in current situations. They can go and move to the the security fields with the help of these courses.
Yeah, same things I suggested them because I don't think so they can, assume growth in telecom sector, right? Because companies are
Uh,
moving to different models,
Definitely,
right?
definitely. I have seen a few of my colleagues while I was doing networking courses. There were few of my colleagues who come from the basically from the telecom background. Okay, yeah, and they are doing doing a great success with these roles. One of them is currently in the entity data. I have seen him working with entity data with almost 5 to 6 for now, and he has got I guess several promotions, 3 to 4 promotions as far as I know. Okay, so he's currently doing the great things. He did the CCI certification, and that is like the highest certification that the Cisco provide. Cisco certified intermediate expert. Okay, so that is how we can grow up with those CCI level courses and make use of these courses and yeah uh, and groom ourselves to different levels. Does that answer your question, or should I go more on this?
Yes, yes, yes. Got it.
Cool. So this course, the duration of this course is somewhere around 4 to 6 months, and the mode would be online courses. Like the faculties who would be taking this course has an experience of 14 plus years of experience. There would be a placement and end-to-end support would be provided to help all the student to get a good job and yeah, definitely being placed. Yeah, this course give you like the CCNA plus CCNP Enterprise N4 plus NRC, and will give you one free course of your choice, like either Fortinet Firewall, AWS Cloud, or CEH Cybersecurity. Who should enroll? Like the freshers, the desktop engineers, the IT help desk, or the NOC support engineer can enroll to these courses. uh, Engineers from telecom, the way the last question came in. Okay, so from the telecom or the IC sector or non-coding background, looking to enter into the networking field can have these courses. These courses definitely are beneficial for them, where they can enhance their routing and switching knowledge and groom their skills. This course is also for the hardware networking professionals with 5 to 10 years of experience seeking certification in depth protocol knowledge, and this course is definitely for someone who want to make career in cloud computing as well. So I'll just take you towards the okay, close this one now. Okay, so I'll take you towards the networking the job portal. Okay, so let's look one of the a few of the networking profiles. Okay, so we can minimize this experience over here. Okay, so we can minimize this experience over here. Let's do it a little more. Okay, let's do it 0 to 3. Okay, yeah. So let's see yeah, what this particular profile says that. So basically it's the job description says about, okay, so this particular profile is asking like the administrator and maintain the Fortinet network, Fortinet firewalls, switches and wireless controllers, configure and manage VPNs, firewalls rules and security policies. Okay, so VPN is like virtual private networks. So firewall rules is basically I assume the security policies or the NAT rules. Okay, and monitor network performance and troubleshoot connectivity issues. Again, like the connectivity issues is like end-to-end connectivity between the client and the server. Okay, like the upgrades of the devices, the patches, and the backups, collab with the IT. Like these are the basic things that it's include. Okay, let's highlight on the products. It's asking about the Fortinet products that it has FortiGate, FortiManager, and FortiAnalyzer. If you look at the network protocols, it's talking about the TCP/IP, DNS, DHCP, BGP, OSPF. These are being like if you look at the below one, LAN, WAN, VLANs, and the routing and switching. So these basically are being covered in the CCN and the CCNP. CCNA covered the BGP and the OSPF in a basic level. However, if you go to the CCNP level, it covered the BGP and the OSPF in depth. Like the routing and switching, like when we say about the routing and switching, the routing itself says about the BGP, OSPF, or the Cisco protocol EIGRP. The switching says about like the STP, Ether channel, HSRP. These are the protocols that are being there in the switching. So when we go into the like these particular courses, we'll get to learn more on these particular technologies. Okay, so let me close this one out and look for any other one. Okay, let me open this. Okay, this is the layer 4. Let me look at this. Okay. Okay, so if you look at these, okay, so it's talk about like manage and configure firewalls, switches, routers, and implement roles. So it's again like the way we would be learning in the CCNA, we would be implementing it over here, like the manage and configure firewalls, switches, routers, and implement those rules. Hand-on experience or basic knowledge of handling Cisco firewalls. Okay, so once we go with the like these technologies, we would offer you one of the firewalls, so you can get an hand-on experience on the lab to one of the firewalls and get an experience on those part. Okay, so yeah, over here I see about the L1 and L2 support, attend users calls and resolve ticket effectively. So L1 and L2 support is something like the L1 says about the connectivity issues. L2 support is like just above the connectivity issues. If there is some configuration or like few basic troubleshooting, if that is being needed, okay, they can go ahead and do those part. And yeah, that is what this key responsibilities says about. Let me look for one more job. Let me look for this network engineer. So this one is from the Cap Gemini. Yeah, so this likes work details. So they have given a wide one. Okay. Let's look at something different. I guess this is something. Okay, this is company reviews. Okay, not the one that we should be looking for. So we are looking for network engineers, job titles and descriptions and key responsibilities. Okay, next let's look at this one. Okay, so over here, if you look at the desired skills, so we are seeking an experienced IP engineer with strong hand-on expertise in MPLS. So MPLS is like part of a CCNP, okay, multi-layer protocol. Okay, so this is definitely not a CCNA part. This comes with the CCNP. Okay, multi-protocol layer switching.
Okay. Can we filter out a range of experience around 3 years and salary package around 8 to 9 LPA in any location? So
Definitely, definitely.
yeah.
So T2, what range you want? Let me increase the bar from here.
Yes, I can see 36 lakh package is also available in network engineer post.
Definitely. It's if you look at this 8 to 11, it's quite a healthy package depending on like
36
what
lakh not possible, sir. 36 lakh is not possible.
it is possible. Okay.
Nice, sir. Is a minute.
So I'll share the experience. Okay. So if you go ahead and work in any of the enterprise, okay, suppose you start your career with the TCS, okay, as a freshers, okay. So we know like TCS is one of the highly reliable companies that give us like this the job security. But if you join that particular that particular company as a fresher, okay, but that does not give you like the salary hike or the promotions as the other companies can give you. Okay. If you go in like any of the organization that supports the protects firewalls or the CCNA, like the Cisco one. Okay. So if you go into the like the tag field, maybe with any tag that is being particularly being available, so where you can enhance your knowledge within an year or two, and you can be an actual like expert that can give you the knowledge for or the experience for 3 to 4 years. Now there is a difference between the TAC engineer and the enterprise engineer. The TAC engineer has a specialization with particularly one device. While you are working in an enterprise network or the enterprise thing, you can explore multiple devices. So this is it the pros and cons of the TAC and the enterprise. Okay. Now with the TAC,
Yes,
I see.
you are right, sir. With my experience, I have already observed that, many tech engineers who is having 7 years of experience and they are taking more than 30 LPA city. That is
Definitely,
my real
definitely.
experience.
So yeah, the growth, the way we see as a TAC is definitely a way high, and that's what I'm sharing my experience. Okay, you can go, okay, depending on how your career path is, how your skill sets are, how you're enhancing your skills. You can reach to that level. There is no certain limit of experience or age, depending on how you enhance the things and how you grow in your network. Do you
Yeah.
want me to search anything else, or should we move to the presentation?
Yeah, next slide, we can go ahead.
Okay, so let's go to the next slide part. Okay, I guess yeah, it's all about the contact information. Okay, so if you want, we can go ahead and do some of the basic trials of like how the networking is, what are the protocols, how the client and the servers are. Okay, if you want, I
Yes,
can
yes.
just
Next 10 minutes we can teach some basics, right? And then we can summarize with the question answer.
sure. So I just stopped sharing my screen. I'll share the whiteboard. Let me know if you can see my whiteboard.
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Okay, so let's start with or just let's start to understand what is network. Okay, or what is a computer network. So anybody would like to answer that? Okay, let me call that part. A computer network is a digital telecommunication network which allows nodes to share resources. Okay, what does that mean? Okay, so basically, like when we say in a layman language, okay, so basically a computer network is nothing but a communication between two nodes. Okay, like you cannot share within one nodes. Okay, so minimum things that you can have it like you should have at least two nodes to share resources. Okay, one would be the receiver, and the other would be the sender. Okay, so now like when we say about the communication cannot happen within a single person. Okay, he cannot talk to himself and he cannot answer the query to himself. Okay, so when we say about the communication need at least two people. Okay, so while I'll teach you, I'll relate everything with the real-time scenarios or with the life basis. Okay, so when we say about the networking, it says about like the communication between two devices. One is the sender and one is the receivers. Now, so let's talk about what is nodes. Okay, so nodes can be multiple components that we see in the networking. Okay, let's say about switch. Okay, this is a switch. So this works on the layer 2. This works on layer 2. So this is a node. Node is something that's connect like one nodes to the other one. Okay, let's talk about this is something called the workstation. Okay, or the PC. It works on all the layers. Okay, when I say about the layers, I'm referring to OSI layer over here. Okay, this is router. Okay, my writing is little weird. Okay, so I'm sorry for that part. Okay, so let's say about wait, I'll take the figure over here. Okay, so let's call it as a router. Okay, this works on layer 3. Layer 4 is a transport protocol. Okay, we cannot draw the layer 4 over here, but definitely we can draw a firewall over here that also works on layer 3. Okay, firewall. Now, when I say the firewall works on layer 3, it does not actually means it only work on layer 3. Okay, the firewall can work on layer 3, can be a layer 4, and can be a layer 7. Now, when I say that can be a layer 7, how it could be a layer 7? Okay, we'll talk more on that when we'll talk about the layer 7 protocols, the DNS, the DHCP, and more about how the things are. Okay, so then I'll talk about how the firewall works on like basically the next generation firewall do the decryption and application inspections. So those things works on the layer 7. I'm just giving a little bit hint over here. Okay, so the firewall work on layer 3, layer 4, and 7. Okay, yeah. So now let's talk about more on this part. Okay, let's make a small topology. Okay, so let's make a very small topology. Okay, how, like, anybody can tell me what is the smallest topology we can have it? Anyone? Okay, let me draw it. Okay, yeah, please. I heard someone.
Yeah, normal one system, one router, one switch.
Okay, definitely that is a small topology. Let me draw over here. One router, one switch. Let me draw the switch way. Okay, and one PC. Okay, so this is router, this is switch, this is PC. Let me connect the devices. Okay, yeah, this is a small topology, but there can be a smaller topologies than this. How it could be? Okay, let's take this. Okay, let's take another part. PC1, PC2. Okay, let's connect end to end to this. Now, how this can be any smaller topology? we can have like, there would be a NIC card to this particular interface. There would be a NIC card to particular PC1 and the PC2. Now we can directly connect the cables between the two PCs and we can form a network. Okay, how this network is? Network is something like where the data is flowing. So there is something called client, okay, and there is something called server. So what is basically a client? A client is a device that accesses a service made available by a server. Okay, let me write it down. A client is a device that accesses a service made available by a server. Okay, then here comes the question, what is server? Okay, if a client is accessing the service that is making available by a server, then what is server? This is client. Now what is server? Okay, a server is a device. A server is a device that provides functions, or services for clients. Okay, now what does this means? It says that a server is a device that provides functions or services for clients. Now, suppose we are into this PC1 and the PC2. Suppose it has 100 of files, okay, and PC2 want to have these files into this. Now, PC2 will request, hey, can you give me these files? Okay, give me the files. It says about give me the files. Now, PC1 share these files. So this is now. Can you tell me like if it is requesting the services, will this be a will this be working as a client? And PC1 is providing the services. Okay, so can be called PC1 as a server? Anyone? Okay, so yeah, when I say a client is a device that accesses service made available by a server, that means the PC1 has 100 of files that is providing those services to PC2. So that means PC1 is acting as a server to the PC2. And now PC2 is taking all those files. So it is working as a client, and when it's regards to the PC1 and it's accessing all those 100 of files. Let's talk about like the real scenarios. Okay, so maybe like let's say this you might be accessing this particular session with the help of your particular PC. Okay, so now your particular PC is something acting as a client. Okay, and my particular PC is working as a server, because I am sharing a data to you, and that is what you are grabbing it. Okay, between me, like between my PC and your PC, there is an internet that is working as a connectivity between your PC and my PC. So it is somehow being a network. So you are working as a client over here, and I am being a server part of it. Okay, let's talk about very general scenarios that we might all have done that. Maybe like sharing the photos or videos via the Bluetooth, or if you're using like the Apple, there would be an AirPlay. So you can share the videos from one particular mobile device to the other one. The one who is sharing the photos is being represented as a server, and the one who is taking those photos is being represented as a client. So this is how we talk about the client and the server. Now let's come to this particular, like we were talking about the PC1 and the PC2. So now let's talk about this particular scenario, the PC and the router. Okay, so when we say about these particular scenario, so over here, So like, I'm not sure if you guys are a little bit familiar, so I don't want to take those heavy names, the default gateway, if you are a beginner. So anyone who understand what is default gateway over here? Okay, okay, I'll not jump into those part. I guess we are about to like sum up this time. So I'll just say, like, if you have any queries towards me, okay, please feel free to shoot them out. Okay, I'll try my best to answer those.
Yes, guys, if you have any questions, please ask about this session. Yes, by the way, sir, session was informative. I think students are like little hesitating about the questions. Yeah, this is the
Thank you,
first
man, for
time
your
about
words.
that. Yeah,
Yeah,
but we can start the session day one by tomorrow, same time, 9 p.m. And I'll try to make the session interactive. Yeah.
sure. Thank you, man. So I'll take the silence as no, and I'll end my part over here. Thank you everyone for joining the call, and have a good day, guys.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Vikram. Thank you, guys. Good night. Good night, everybody.